on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
38, the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Funches has it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But it is.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
12 at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Jones has it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
4-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 6, Falcons nothing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
O.J. Howard. His second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 13, Falcons nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And 11 at the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall, they'll get the football back.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the curve.
Hands it off out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Number 38, the ball.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 13, Falcons 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 1st down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Arrow lining up for the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. It's caught by Funches. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs are gonna retake the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Buccaneers 19. Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hockrichter to kick off. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
And that's caught inside the 35. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a one-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe.
It's caught inside the 25 and down to the 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. First and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Then he finds Gronk. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Brady, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
On the play. It's now third and goal.
From the gun, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Recovered by
holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Levante David in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
11-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the Buccaneers.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 22.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
30-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
34-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 36, Buccaneers 29.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the good, and an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the Falcon first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 11 now.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 43, Buccaneers 36. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Good job.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, 54 is Mike.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Funchess has it complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 26.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now second and
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
intercepted.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, 43 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Again, he finds an opening. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.